Hey, are you guys coloring?
No, Mr. Burr, we're in troubles again.
No surprise there.
No,
This
Miss
is
Martinez, we're preparing a game for our kids.
This
Ooh,
is
I-
an
Juego.
experiment.
Es un experimento.
Yeah.
Porque, Mr. Byrne,
Mhm.
you know that my kids, my students, they're having a hard time predicting results. So I have been like 2 days with them explaining how they have to get an equivalent fraction with the new denominator, because you know they know that if they have one of 6 part in a spinner, si ellos tienen una parte de 6, they know that the probability is 1/6. And then when I asked them, and what about if we spin 90 times? And they don't know what to do. So
It's kind of a difficult concept.
yeah, but this is gonna help them for sure.
Yeah.
So
Well, it just so happens, speaking of experiments, that tomorrow we're going to do a cube drop experiment. And we are going to have to follow some instructions.
yellow 1,
One
red
yellow,
4,
check.
green 1, 2, 3, yes 10. I think
We got 10 for green.
10 for green.
Looks like blue 35.
35.
10, 20, 30.
5.
5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I got that.
And
Nice job.
thank you.
Yeah. Looks like, oh, white.
White 50.
We
yeah.
should have that.
The rest. So
Okay.
show me, Mr. Byrne.
Uh-huh.
So, what is the probability now? Can you tell me fractions? ¿Me puedes decir una fracción de que el dado, the cube, el cubo, caiga
Yeah.
en amarillo? ¿Cuál sería la fracción?
Alright. Well, I'm just looking at our chart here, and I know with only one yellow,
One yellow.
I don't have a very good chance, and I can tell you I have a 1 out of 100.
Okay, let me write that when I have this red. Okay, 1 out of 100.
For yellow.
For yellow, yes, for yellow. But you know what? They understand perfect these. They understand perfect. I don't understand perfect the whiteboard, but they understand perfect
Wow.
this. But now the problem is, what about if you roll the cube, for example, 300 times? That's the problem they have.
Okay.
300 times, what happened if you roll 300 times? Ellos estaban atascados, they were stuck on this. When I asked them yesterday and today, what happened if you roll the dice 300 times?
Well, yeah.
So?
I think I would have a 3 out of 300.
Yes, yes. Eso es, Mr. Burns.
They're equivalent.
It's equivalent. I was trying to explain that. Porque
Huh?
si tenemos 100 here, we need an equivalent fraction with 300 denominator. So, what do you do to the top? You do to the bottom. What you do to the bottom? You do to the top. So,
I've heard
Mr.
that
Burns,
before.
yeah, one of my coworkers a long time ago taught me. He was called Ryan something. So, what are you doing to 100 to get 300?
Multiplying by 300.
By 3 times.
That's right.
And so, what you do to the bottom, you do to the top.
1 times 3.
So, we have 3 chance of getting yellow when we roll the dice 300 times.
That's not very good odds.
No. So, show me something else.
All right.
About
Well,
this.
I know looking at this grid for this dropping the cube experiment that we can make some predictions. We know that we don't have a good chance, a 1 out of 100, to land on yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Red is our second least likely
Mm-hmm.
to land. As a matter of fact, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4.
So, you mean el rojo es uno de los menos probables, ¿no? El amarillo es el menos probable, less likely. Y el rojo es el segundo menos probable.
Mm-hmm.
Ajá.
Maybe a 4 out of 100,
4 out of 100.
because we have a 100
So
square.
that means if we roll 200 times, we are
8.
our expectation is 8
We
times.
would double that.
Double, because you double denominator, you double numerator.
Yep.
Okay, and what is the most likely? ¿Cuál es el más probable que aparezca?
Most
¿Qué
likely.
piensas?
Well, it would have to be the white,
White,
because
right.
there's 50 that are not colored.
That
Yeah.
summer school make a good
Yeah.
effect on
Well,
you.
I went for every year for 12, 15 years. And then I know purple might be our second greatest chance.
Ajá, el que
Because-
tiene mayor probabilidad es el blanco y el segundo con mayor probabilidad,
Or,
es
sorry,
el-
blue.
el azul.
35.
wow, eso es
35
mucho,
out of
35 out of 100.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
But let's roll the dice.
let's
Mr.
see
Bird.
what happens.
Yeah, so I bet on white.
Good idea. Now, there's one
Has-
thing I remember
No,
doing this.
okay, this can be tricky.
Yeah, because last time I tried this, the dice rolled off the paper and it was
Uh-huh.
hard. So can we create a barrier somehow?
Yeah, sure.
Kind of like a couple books that
Yes.
we can, here's some math journals. Yeah. You know, I kind of feel like Dr. Topper doing all these experiments.
He has a fun job, man.
Yeah.
Doing all this
Experiments all day
experiment.
long? Okay.
No. Okay. It's
That's not going to help. Alright, here we go. Cube drop experiment. And we got to record our results too. I'll do that right here.
okay.
Alright. If we drop this 100 times, we're going to find out some info. Dropping! Huh?
Try again.
What the? It's
That's so high.
potential energy, kinetic energy. Kinetic. Ooh,
White.
white. Okay. So, white. 1.
Okay.
Red,
Blue
blue,
and green.
green. Now we're ready.
Okay.
Okay. White again, huh? What if I drop it a little bit over here?
Don't trick the result. White.
Wow. It kicked off a little bit, so
I told you, Mr. Byrne.
Right now,
I
I-
understand about probability.
our results are holding true. I'm trying to get this yellow just to make it the game. Dang!
White.
Wow.
After the spinner with she loves me, she loves me not.
You've become
I
an
understood probability.
expert.
Yeah.
Ah! Reload, reload. Okay. Interesting.
¿Cómo se dice cuando no es válido? Not valid?
Not valid.
Okay. Oh,
Oh.
purple. No,
Blue.
blue.
Blue. Okay, well that's so far, we have 35 out of 100, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Probability.
We are having the results we were expecting, Mr.
Yeah.
Byrne. Estamos teniendo los resultados que esperábamos.
It's almost like they were predictable.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really trying to hit that yellow, to be honest. That's what I want to.
Purple.
All right, maybe a couple more
Blue.
times.
Sorry.
This is going to be a good game for our fourth graders tomorrow.
White.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
2.
Okay. Maybe I can get a green.
White.
All right.
So, Mr. Byrne,
Yeah.
I want to comentar algo.
Comment?
Comment. We were obtaining the results that we were predicting.
We
Porque
were.
tú dijiste, white, el blanco, is the most likely.
Yep.
So, yes?
Sure enough. 5.
Y tú dijiste, azul, blue, is the second most likely. El segundo más probable que aparezca. So, I'm starting considering probability like a science.
Like a science?
Science. So, as the most data you collect, the closest to the results that you were expecting you get.
That's a good point, because if we just dropped it a couple times, our evidence is not very strong.
Mm-hmm.
We have to increase our validity by dropping it more.
If we do like 1,000 times, we will get very, very close to the results that we were expecting. That's something true about probability.
I think
Just
tomorrow, it's fair enough for our fourth graders when we set up our grids, like they can drop it 100 times.
Wow, that's gonna be good for them.
Yeah.
Ujú. Chicos de cuarto grado, espero que este juego para mañana,
Cube drop experiment. Be ready for it tomorrow.
¿estás listo para mañana para hacer este juego con nosotros? Hasta
Adiós.
mañana.